Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of RWBY Black Sun. Now, this is a Chinese game coming from overseas that just came to QApp. I believe it's by Billy, but I'm not 100% sure. I've been trying it out for a couple of days and experimenting with it. I haven't gotten very far at all because I've had a lot of time to be out of the house, unfortunately. But in my time I've been playing it, I've actually been having a lot of genuine fun with it. And I just got enough to do my first multi inside the game as well. So what I wanted to do is show off the two characters I have so far, which is RWBY and Nora. I'm going to play a bunch more to try and get the other characters in the first place, but it's actually a very fun, genuinely interesting version of a RWBY game. We did get Amity Arena a while ago, but I wasn't really a huge fan of the tower defense type of thing, and like, just everything about it seemed to lack a lot of content or foundation to it. This game actually has a really solid foundation. So before we get into this at all, this is supposedly a beginner summon where in this game, you don't pull for gacha characters. This is another one of those games where you pull for items to use inside battle, and you pull for outfits for these characters. And this outfit, it's not too bad. It actually looks kind of neat, and a lot of the designs they have for the actual outfits and stuff. I believe we can actually check it here. No. I think you can actually check it inside here. No, where's the button? Here it is. So you can get a bunch of different outfits that are all different variations. I like the design of this one especially. And, you know, it goes... I don't know how I feel about costume-based gachas for the most part, but either way, it's a RWBY game, and I enjoy RWBY up until a certain point. So let's check this out and go and do our first multi anyway. I'm hoping I get the outfit, because that actually be the best case scenario right now. I don't personally know how these gachas go, what the rates are, what things are going around, because it's not really something I could easily look up myself, I suppose. Because this game doesn't have a lot of details online about it, aside from the existence of it around in the first place. However, outfit, perfect! So we actually can use that today. Incredible, and that's actually the first part of the multi, so we get a bunch of other stuff as well. We get a Nora. This is like redraws of like the manga versions of these. Kind of interesting. The manga's art style is actually really genuinely stylized in really fun ways. So I'll take that. So RWBY, in that case, can I actually swap up your outfit right now then? Yeah, wow. Just fucking do it. It doesn't change her actual portrait here, but let's go and hop into a battle actually. I can show off the combat inside this game. You can see here I haven't really filled out much of the map at all. It's also one of these games that has this just fucking thing that hangs around. I don't know if there's a way to get rid of it, but these things always like kill my OCD. The issue is it just kind of sits there and tells you about the fact that it exists. But let's go ahead and hop in and see how things end up going. The game doesn't have a lot of audio outside of combat, but look at this design. There's also the dub clips. You know how it goes. That's the RWBYs. I actually find it to be really interesting, though. This game has a very simplified combat system compared to what you'd expect from it. What it is it's a basic combo-based attacker where you just keep on going with this combo. And the only variations that you have on that original combo, I thought there might have been different because the portrait changes based on each attack, because you can see in the bottom right, it changes to like the scythe, it changes to the slash, it changes to the smash. However, you can't vary that up. What that is indicators of is when it lights back up, you can actually hold in the middle of a combo and do a pursuit ability to get beyond it with RWBY. She also has a gun attack, which is quite interesting, that you use the energy on the bottom of the screen with. And she has an ultimate, as well as a small skill that actually affects enemies that are on the map. Games like this, from what I've seen, typically, if they are a side-scroller, they don't really have interactions with other characters and enemies that you fight. This is one of the only games that I've actually seen do the fact that you can grab the enemies and swap the side that they're on yourself. And it's your actual character interacting with the individual, like, 2D sprite. It's something that doesn't happen very often. It's actually really interesting. It makes it a lot more engaging, trying to actually plan around, like, oh, I can control the field like this. I think that's something that was missing out of games like this, so it is quite interesting. You also couldn't see that, but I totally shot this guy in the head a bunch, and we'll roll out of that. You also have the roll ability, naturally. That's kind of how it goes inside games like this. There is a break mechanic whenever the enemies are stunned in certain ways, and it'll end up like having a little target on it and slow down the screen afterwards to give you some kind of bullet time afterwards, like that. You can see it breaks the enemies. You get a small bit of bullet time to actually kill them with. It's very interesting. I actually really enjoy how the combat flow goes. I wish the music was more active. I wish that there was more like audio to things. I'll probably add stuff in post afterwards anyway. But yeah, it's very interesting. I'm very curious how this is going to end up going in terms of later on, because this is naturally, it feels like a good foundation, but a game like this definitely needs updates and constant engagement to actually be able to be a good time. Another thing I personally find to be less than savory about this game is the bosses have an incredibly high amount of HP to the point where it feels like a chore to fight them. And naturally, there are things that you can use to your advantage to actually get past it, but it's never kind. It's definitely harder. It doesn't help that the actual indication for what level the level is very small, so I didn't discover that until today, so I've been struggling to try and get past certain levels a lot. We can actually also swap out to the other characters we have inside the party. So if I go like this, I swap to Nora, of which has her own abilities and her own style of combat. Her thing here becomes a spin, which actually breaks really easily. Her normals increase her bullet gauge in the top left of the screen. I actually don't know fully what the mechanic is, because it is white bullets. But when I fill it up, you can see that it does a little bit more damage for a little bit of time. I don't fully understand a lot about it, honestly. I don't know if it like increases her damage over time. But if you end up holding the ability here, it actually loads those up into the red bullets, and it gives you a new ability where you can shoot your grenade launcher like she does inside the show, and it becomes an actual bullet, and she hits it into the enemies. I end up whipping that super hard, but you can get the idea of it. It's actually a really interesting mechanic for things, and it reminds me a lot of... Is it Arcade? There was a certain game that you're meant to do like your bullet time systems, and your bullets were part of your combos. It's very interesting. It might have been L-Sword, actually. It's very similar to this. But I love it. It creates this interaction on the field as well, because you can actually hit the ball afterwards, and the ball will end up sending over to the direction you hit it in. It's great. And I'd be really curious how the other characters play as well. Truthfully, I don't know how things would end up going once they do the main cast of RWBY, because there isn't a heck of a lot to adapt out of a game like this. That's also my own bias, because I don't really... Because I haven't went past Season 4's ending, which, by the way, it's always weird, because I love RWBY as a concept. The reason Seasons have just felt very strange to me, and I wasn't really a huge fan of it. But I don't know how much they could adapt. Aside, like, I know Oscar exists, but would he be a character? I know... I would love to get, like, a crow inside this. That'd be really interesting. I'd love to see his actual moveset. I imagine, like, his thing turning into a scythe and being, like, your ability to send them all over the place and, like, whip all the way around would be really, really fun. You can see. So, too much health, but he is... Oh. I may have taken too much time. I'll be right back. I'll see you in 1 second when I end up beating that. I may have taken too much time at the start. God damn it. Wah. Okay, and we are back. I went ahead and did some extra work here, got back up to the point we were at, and we're gonna kill this guy as fast as humanly possible, because I didn't realize that the time limit was as hard as it was. And so, me talking too much may have fucked that up. So let's solve that, shall we? Let's shatter him and break him until the end of time. Let's just keep on going. And go for the full attack. I feel like Nora is also less DPS heavy for me right now as well, because RWBY also has the outfit, and she also is a higher level, so this works out quite well, I'd say. And that's it for you. Done and done. I did it. Watch this. I'm gonna blow... Oh, it did. It stopped blowing up after I hit it because it's already over. Damn it. Well, hey. I did the thing. And we actually hit level 10. Interesting. Oh, hey there. Wow, I didn't realize that was your art. You go. That's a hell of a thigh you have there. But not too bad at all, I would personally say. And I guess I could just keep on doing some more progress. We've kind of been going for a little bit, but I'm down to do a little bit more. Truthfully, so I didn't realize one of the biggest things about playing this game is there are very, very key things here that say certain levels that you should not play because your level is too low. And this is what gives you a sense of what ways to go first. I didn't realize this, and I've been attempting this level 25 level over and over. You can actually see on the top right. It's level 12, 25, 20, and 17. I bashed my head against this one far too many times for my own good. And now I've actually tried to progress in different ways, and it's been far, far better. But yeah, that's how it goes. I feel like that's not really what I expected out of this game. I didn't expect the hell of a lot of difficulty, but it seems like they're mostly based on the numbers. So it's easy to try and get past these random enemies by themselves. It's just your number is too low, so you can't get to certain parts. It's a lot of like, because my DPS race isn't fast enough, I can't progress this way just yet. Which, you know, isn't too bad. That's how it goes. But once you pay attention to that, it starts to get a lot easier to realize what ways to go. And that's what I've been doing today. Also why I picked this game back up and kind of tested it out and had a lot of fun with it. This is good stuff. Is this like very quiet versions of RWBY songs? Like I'm listening very closely now. It's like very subtle in the background. Am I meant to kill him within 10 seconds? That seems really bad. Can I not? That's bad. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't do it. I suppose I just am not strong enough to do the thing yet. Damn it. I didn't realize I had a quest for that as well. Here. Slide over this way. Slide over this way. Because she has the pursuit ability, that's why I have a lot of fun actually playing her, because you can jump around the area super easily and just bounce back and forth. You have a lot of control around it. You don't even have to use your dashes to actually get past it. You can, and actually that helps quite a bit. But yeah, it's actually a very, very quiet version of the RWBY song. I wish it was a little bit louder, but I guess copyright would have kicked my ass if I end up having that. It's a two-way street, I suppose. I honestly don't know if this game is officially licensed. I can't imagine that it is, honestly. The game has a lot of... The main story, at least, has a lot of very custom OC characters that don't quite fit into the universe at all. So it seems as if this game might just be like a very side project that's just banking on whatever is happening. If it's not, then that's super interesting and kind of fun, actually. I would love to get a global version of this game and actually have some pretty interesting like things to it. It feels... My main issue with games like this is I'm not a huge fan of the whole vertical movement. The fact that you have to move up and down to hit certain enemies is definitely not my favorite. But this game subverts that quite a bit by the fact that the enemies pursue you as much as they do. Like, typically, they'll try and be on your same level, and they won't actually try and attack you from other, like, levels inside the actual stage. So it's not really the worst thing in the world. The main thing is when I think of stuff like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, or Streets of Rage, there's always those guys that go up to the top, grab like a motorcycle and toss it across level at you that you actually can't get to properly, and you're always afraid of trying to fight them. But this game does a pretty good job of that, I'd say, compared to everything else. But you can see here, actually, if we go a little bit further, I wonder if the design will actually pop up here, or if it'll just be like, nope, it's just a story. Gotcha. Well, hey, we do have one more to do here. Honestly, I wish that there was like an event tab to go and do other stuff, because what I want the most right now is to go and get more EXP to get Nora up to the same level as RWBY, but it's looking like it's not really possible. Like, I get EXP chips off of this, but I don't know how those are used. So I also went ahead and looked into this tab right here, and apparently they're sitting right here. Apparently I can just use them. I didn't remember that being the case, but I guess I have some now. Hey, well, hey, I can use Nora efficiently now, and I will perfectly be happy with that. So I can't go any further than that, because that is how the mechanic works. I actually will equip... Oh! It's a card? Interesting. So the outfit itself appears to be a card you can equip to the actual character. Like, I'm curious... What am I doing? Too many tabs. I'm curious here. If I replace this one, not like that, I replace this one with the actual outfit, I imagine it gives her extra abilities. I truthfully don't know how these end up working. Maybe there's going to be a lot of translation to get done there. But it changes her portrait fully, so I mean, something's working. I'll probably end up equipping... Honestly, I'm kind of down to get the water one for right now. I don't know. That sounds good. And I guess that's good for right now. They also have these trees inside these characters that you can end up upgrading. Unfortunately, the materials I don't have quite enough of yet. You have to go and do other quests for it. So I guess we'll go and do one more. I'll swap between Nora and RWBY and just have a good time with it. And we'll try to fight... Honestly, I'm kind of down to try and challenge one of these. I don't know what these are. Like here, let's go fight this and see how things go. I haven't tried out any of these ship levels just yet. Alrighty. Those are the suit men. Those are actually definitely just on point designs. Big fan, big fan. She has like, does she have extra effects on her attacks now? She seems to have more sparkles. Maybe that's just me. There's like more fire to her. It might just be all in my head, but it feels like it. Either way, I will take that. And we'll just try and get through this level as soon as possible. I guess this is just for materials then? This might be the actual event tab I was asking about. Oh no. Oh man. Guess I just didn't even discover it just yet. Here, I'm gonna go. See you later, boar. We'll leave one alive to tell our tale to future generations. And we're fighting a bigger boar. Oh no, he grew up. Damn it. It's okay. He'll not be too big of a challenge, I think. Honestly, boar attacks didn't seem like they were too big of a deal when I was fighting the bosses before. They're kind of the easiest bosses to fight. Yeah, he's almost dead already. Well, hey, Nora, come in here. Let's load up. And you're dead. Bye. Just brap super hard. And you swing it. It's like a baseball. I spin around in circles. I'm a Garen. And you're dead. Oh. Actually didn't die. Now you're gone. But you know, it works out. We're all good. I wonder if I should be killing the other enemies first to get more materials out of these. Because if it is actually based on sheerly event tab stuff. Yeah, no, that gave me a lot of materials. I probably should have done... Oh, it's okay. We'll live. I understand better now. So I guess all of these are just for different materials then? They're all like dailies? Oh yeah, there's the poster. You know, I actually almost bought one of those posters at one point. I wish I kind of had, because there's not a lot of like... I miss Ray. Truthfully, I was a huge Achievement Hunter fan way back in the day. So I used to watch like all the Minecraft stuff, and that was like my whole shenanigan. But I miss all the content that had Ray inside it. Ray's the coolest guy. I'm not personally a huge fan of his streams. The atmosphere just isn't quite my kind of thing. But I respect the hustle. He does a great job in terms of what he does, and he's very engaged with his community and stuff. I respect creators that are really engaged with communities and really allow input from different people while they do their different things. Like, I don't know. It's something that I respect quite a bit. I think that there's a lot of very worth it energy inside there, which is quite nice. But what we'll go ahead and do is we'll say hi to this worm. We'll shoot him in the face, as we do. And he can eat all kinds of the phalluses that are around the area. Just like this. Baseball phallus. Come on, we need to hit this way. Damn it, I guess it blew up on him anyway. It's okay. Spin it up. Swing. And we'll load up. And fire. Did she just say get sacked? Cause same. Alright. Bye. Damn it! What? Oh, I feel like I just whiffed a Thanatos ult. Shit! I'm so sad. It's okay. It works out. We did it. Its babies will live to tell the tale. And I believe that gives me materials to actually upgrade Nora herself. I don't know how many I needed, but I actually needed to get a few of those. Just out of curiosity, if I go to roll right now. Yeah, no, I didn't get her material. Was it this one that I was able to upgrade soon? What do I need here? I need like an orange material, which I don't have just yet. Good to know. I do think that's gonna be the end of the episode for right now, though. I will come back to this game when I unlock some more characters and kind of play around a little bit more. I'll probably end up doing like a multi on whatever Blake or Weiss outfit drop in the future, because I feel like that'd be a really fun time. You know, characters are cool. And that'll probably be how things go. For right now, thank you for watching this episode of RWBY Black Sun. I was playing on BlueStacks, and I got the game off of QApp. I will have links in the description for the QApp version of the game. BlueStacks is just out there. I guess I should probably put a link. I'll put a link. It's okay. You can get BlueStacks on the link in the description. And genuinely, if you want to get co-op on your phone, just get this game on there. It'd be fantastic. I feel like the levels are a little bit too long for being able to play on like a bus or something. The harder levels are definitely a bit of a grind. But it is very fun for pick up and play when you do have more time. So I feel like it's gonna be a very like poop heavy game. Don't say that. A very on the toilet-esque game that's gonna be quite good. Which, you know, that's how the video game should go if it's a mobile thing. For right now, thank you for watching. Take it easy. I'll see you guys next time on RWBY Black Sun. Take it easy.